Okay, welcome back again on this Saturday, March 14th. Market's closed, but we'll be opening tomorrow. This is Paramay Trades. Welcome to Paramay's Trade Journal. This is my personal journal. I am not a financial advisor, but thanks for stopping in. Please, trade at your own risk. Trade at your own risk, your own peril, and your own success. But this is my personal journal, and we just want to keep the ball rolling here this Saturday. I said we'd do a couple of videos, so I'm going to do it. So we're going to take a look at gold. I'm going to take a look at gold. We'll just take a quick dip into gold market sentiment in terms of the commitment of traders. Last week looked pretty decent in the grand scheme of things. In the COT Friday roundup that we did, the commitment of traders, on the 3-year index, we said that we thought producers and merchants were getting burned pretty bad. And I can't remember where I read this. It might have been Peter Brandt's Twitter feed that they've just been bleeding money. Where's the top of this? I don't know. But this, all the business with the coronavirus and the global economies, and with governments getting involved and people taking flight to gold and then dumping and then getting back in, and really got to watch the 3 major news outlets in the Asian market, in the European market, and in the United States market to see what the hell is going on. They were a little bit more optimistic last week, commercials were, but 4 weeks ago they were extremely bearish. And boy, did they switch direction. So, they're probably just about as confused as where things are going as we are, but maybe they're not. That being said, I don't know how helpful it is to follow the commitment of traders on the 3-year index. On the 6-month, probably quite a bit better. But let's just take a look at the charts. So, we've gone over this before. You have to look at some of the older videos. I'm not gonna go over it again, but just a quick recap of where we are right now. WPR looking like it's in that oversold range. Let's just clean this up. Let's just totally clean this up. Market sentiment is high. WPR oversold. Open interest is relatively high. 6-month index looking a little bit better for commercial last week, which is strange because there was massive sell-off. So what can we derive, at least from the daily chart, within the last year? What's going on here? Oh, can we find some ranges to work with? Oh, gosh, a lot of violence going on. I think we pointed this out before that, could we be approaching a top here? Will we get a rebound this week, or is it just going to continue to go the other way? This looked more like an accumulating bottom. We've talked about it before. We had this range low. We had this range high. Right about there. Commercials had gotten it. We're getting quite aggressive in their buying, so we had identified that this is probably an accumulation pattern, and this thing was getting ready to go the other way. So, but what do we have? What do we have now on gold that may help us out a little bit? There's your previous top. And here's your ascending higher low pattern, at least that we can look at, just to gain some perspective. Right? Are we up against this on the daily? absolutely. But do we have a top here? Do we have a top? No, this didn't matter much, did it? I think this was, I can't remember this day. There was some kind of news that pushed this extremely high, and then it retraced. I can't remember what it was. Can't remember if it was like an oil field getting hit or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Where is this daily helping us out here, right? Any breakout type stuff that got tested, that tremendous sell-off. What do you got to work with here? Wow, I mean, just such an erratic market right now with everything that's going on. Take a look at the 4-hour. Well, you know, that previous high area was a nice swing, but that was a nice bounce. Boy, where are we going with this? Where is gold going? What is the chart telling us? Oh, we broke that support, huh? We broke that. Are we going to pivot up? It don't look like it. And that's why I like to look at the lower time frames, right? Because to me, it just doesn't look like the daily's that helpful. So if you're an intraday trader and you're a scalper, and they're just looking to make some money off the ranges, where are we now? Got to swing low, got to swing high. We got a range established, and it's just not really telling us. It's not telling me much right now. Not like some of the other charts. I say, okay, we've got a breakout. You know, maybe want to trade this, but I mean, gold finished the day on Friday down. So we opened here, and we traded against extremes. So we're down near the extreme on gold. Got to watch the three news outlets to see where all this business is going. But you know, here's your 15-minute range low. There's your 15-minute range high. I wish I had more today. I just maybe I shouldn't be doing charts. Maybe I should not be doing charts today. You know what? There was an awful lot of pressure, at least I put on myself this week this weekend at least, to get some charts done, because I think we're finally going live here. So we've just been, you know, for the month of February, at least, you know, just doing some technical analysis and putting the videos out and getting ready to go live. So if you're viewing this, you know, thanks for joining the channel. We really appreciate it. Our Discord will be listed in the description. But as far as the gold chart goes here, we gotta see something here. We gotta see a sweep of the highs, maybe. Or a sweep of the lows. Before we get some definitive answer, I think this is trading pretty low at 1,500. I mean, this was midweek last week. I think it was trading 1,700. Right at the beginning of the week. So the entire week has been trading down. This is an entire week of trading down on gold. It was quite a sell-off this week. So are we going to get something to work with here? boy, I just don't know. With the market the way that this is, what are we going to get here? We need to see something. We need to see a pivot here. We need to see this come in as a higher low. We need this to act as our lower low. And we need to, we've got to swing up and maybe test this area. Come down. We've got to put it in a higher low here before I think gold can retrace. You know, we come down, sweep the lows. Maybe you take a long position and hope they go up and sweep the highs. If they come up and sweep the highs, you have to watch it here. Can we get any descending lower highs that help? It's just not really right now. I really feel like this chart needs to show me a little bit more before I'm a buyer or a seller. Trading, you know, half this range right now, I just don't see where the optimism would be to go long on this, other than the fact that it had a tremendous down week. And we'll have a second down week, or are we going to get a recovery here? This is damn near a double top, right? This is damn near double top here. In this area, this trading area, it looks like a double top to me. But we sold off quite a bit. I mean, is gold going to rebound this week? That's a hell of a decline. And we've got to be oversold, right? We've got to be oversold on the daily. On the 4 hour, I mean, we're oversold here. This doesn't look great for gold. But there's a lot of white space up in here. A lot of white space up in here. Pardon me. There's a lot of trading volume going on there. I'd like to see a nice lower high coming up in here, or higher low. Lower high. Sorry. Oh God, it's been a long day. I would like to see a nice lower high coming up in here. Because if we get, well, I mean, here's two schools of thought. Well, the same school of thought, two ideas, right? Got to trade lower than this low before this starts to look like a temporary bottom. You know, we come up, we trade up here, and this is a 4 hour chart too, but you know, I think we're echoing the same sentiments on the 4 hour as we are on the 15-minute chart. Is that we got to see something here. And if the top is in on gold, then we got to see that too. We got to come and see a retest of some of these levels that you know, gold is seemingly lost here as support. Oh, that's nice that lines up there. Yeah, right. This is a good area, right? I like that. I would be looking for a rejection up in this area, maybe. And I found support here, but I'm probably going to reject from here. But if it's going to break out of that, yeah. I mean, this chart to me is a little bit inconclusive, and I want to see more before I'm either an ultra bear on this, or before I'm going long. And I think a lot is going to depend on, you know, European market opens, you know, Sunday night, I believe. Tune in, find out what's going on. We know what happened on Friday with, you know, with the president and with the Feds and the injection of money. So, dollar index is looking really good. So why don't we do that real quick? Why don't we just take a comparison of the dollar index? We'll do it on the other chart. We'll do it on this chart. I like to do it on the lower time frames. Ooh. Ooh, where are you? There you go. You know, there's some kind of correlation here. You know what I mean? And let's break out this trusty tool. One of my favorites. The snip and sketch in Windows. I like it. Is there a correlation here? Or an inverse correlation? I feel like sometimes. I feel like, well, here's a dollar index. Right? Dollar index, and then we get this inversion here with gold. We'll use yellow for gold. There's this kind of inverse relationship, right? That's happening here. Back here, we can't look back far enough because it's not very conclusive. But here's gold. Here's the sell-off on gold. And here's your dollar index. Recovering sharply. Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument that there is definitely an inverse relationship going on here. Back further, I don't know. We'll take a look at that real quick. And we'll look at it in the 4 hour. Sure, why not? We got that comparison tool? We do have it on this chart. I love that. I'm glad that I put that there. Super. And so there's not an inverse correlation going on here, right? Maybe down here, maybe in this. But when we started trading higher, 612, was it the previous top? Oh no, it just don't look back far enough. But hell with it. Let's do the daily. We'll see if we can find some here. Wow. Whew. Good lord. Yes, I mean they look pretty synced here on this move. They look pretty synchronized back here. What can we derive from this chart here? I think the easiest way for me to do this sometimes is just draw on it so I can get a better look. You know what's even better? You know what I like to do sometimes? I just turn off the damn lines. Or turn off the bars. Get yourself a line chart here. Can we hide? Can we hide on this? No, we're not. So we're just going to clear it out. We're just going to clear this out and just take a look at it from here. You feel like sometimes it moves together and then sometimes it doesn't, right? You feel like the dollar index and gold are sometimes moving in unison, you know? And then we have this, kind of inverse relationship that's happening here. But you get... Oh gosh, for the sake of argument, it's been a long day. Oh, it's been a long day here. I like to do this with my seasonal studies too. This is pretty erratic. Dollar index drops, dollar index rises, gold rises. Dollar index plummets. I mean, you don't see the kind of relationship, inverse kind of relationship with gold as you do with... I mean, feel free to chime in on my ignorance. Where the hell is gold here? In terms of the relationship with gold and the dollar index. They look like they moved together for the most part, but they were not recently. Not at this top. So dollar index is moving up. What do we got here? It almost looks like they're moving together. And we don't have that here. I don't know what was going on in the market at this point. But in this area, they look like they're correlated pretty good. You know, gold did not drop with the index in this area, but we did get gold just kind of steady. I know this was that area of accumulation on gold, and then we had that markup. And are we getting this distribution top now? We had a nice distribution top going on back here. Right, we had that nice distribution going on. We got that nice distribution going on here. And now are we in a declining, are we starting to enter a declining phase? I mean, I would like to see that lower high. And that would really complete that head and shoulder look, that distribution pattern. And you start thinking about being a seller of gold, but can it continue to go on? I don't know. I mean, we're looking at the dollar index. I mean, does this help? I don't even know. Gold's dropping, dollar index is rising. You know, I just don't know. Looks like the dollar index is up or over, so it was 97.5. I'll have to watch it. I don't know if this helps. I don't know if this helps. I have to probably do a little bit of reading up on the correlation between the two, or the relationship between the two. Right? I'm sure a lot of you traders have you know, some kind of info about it. I think what I would be looking for on gold is I'd be looking for a top. Because you're looking at this, right? This is your range high, this is your range low. Pardon me. Swap the highs. And we swap the lows. Now which way are we going? Is gold ready to give up yet? Gosh, I don't really know. I don't know where the market is standing right now. And I got a lot of that going on today, don't I? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh. Not quite the... Oh, the line graph uses doesn't use the lows. But even if we tag the lower end of this, it's still swept. The highs are still swept. Liquidity was taken. The lows were swept. Liquidity was taken. It's a big range to trade. That is a big range to trade, right? That is a huge range to trade. Don't use fibs very often. I'm just trying to find the halfway mark, folks. I don't think that it really matters. We got any bars to fill lower? We got any, you know, what can we look at here? You know, this is where we broke out. We broke out of this level pretty much. We couldn't get over this area, and then we finally did. So, I mean, do we come down and retest this area? A lot of confluence in here, right? A lot of confluence in this area. We're just gonna draw this across here. And come down and test the lower 1500s. I thought were we trading lower than that? I thought we were trading lower than that. Why did this chart? Oh, we're up higher. 15. Does this chart say 1529? And does the other chart say something else here? What's going on here? What is going on here? Why is this chart got current price at 15.29. MGC, what's going on here? Why does this chart have this price at 15.29? What is happening here? We missing something here? Why is our daily to not give us? Just find it. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong here. 6-month time period. This is saying that we're trading at 1576 on the daily. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. That is a big problem. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Huh. Isn't that weird? Well, folks, I guess your daily time frame is just not that helpful now, is it? Oh, man. That's rotten. You can't even look at the daily time frame because it's got the wrong fucking price. Interesting. Yeah, well, stick to your lower time frames. Anyways, this is what I'm looking for. We've gone on a tangent, and we've gone and done it again, and this video is almost 30 minutes long, and it didn't mean to be, and we're just burning time here, and we're burning your time and burning my time. This is what I want gold to show me something a little bit more before I become a buyer here, before I go up and test maybe that descending high pattern. So Discord is located. Discord is chat community. Open to everybody for the moment. You can read the channels and stuff like that. Participation in some of my own personal trade channels in the trade channel journal community are open to read, but contributions are not accepted. But there are plenty of channels to talk and communicate with others, to talk trade and talk about the COT reports. If you haven't checked out the COT reports and the Friday roundup, it's in the channel. So that's one of our leading indicators, and that's the one that we follow. Thanks to Larry Williams and his brilliant book, Trade Stocks and Commodities with the Insiders, Secrets of the COT Report. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for your subscriptions and your patience and your good positive vibes, man. So if you want to leave some comments, go ahead. You want to subscribe, please do. Discord's located in the description. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you on the next video. And remember to, well, not remember, but hopefully find yourself on the right side of the trade.